Howdy everybody, Brian S. Pratt here. I just want to talk to you about my YouTube channel and monetization. When I first started this, I didn't really think about monetization, but it's becoming more and more of a possibility, I suppose. I need 1,000 subscribers. I'm currently at 135. And at my rate of increase of 1 per day, probably several years. Anyway, I'm doing it more for fun and to connect with my readers than try and become viral or a YouTube mega blogger. I don't see that ever happening. If I got a movie deal, maybe, but until then, no. But I need 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 135. And I'm averaging one new one per day. Woohoo! Improvement. And my videos aren't getting that many views. I've had 151 hours of view in the last 28 days. Now, you need 4,000 hours of views to be eligible for monetization. But I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet. I figure once I get there, I should be at 1,000 hours or 4,000 hours to get that. Now, monetization would be nice because then I can concentrate more on doing things and not be stressing about my income. Also, you know, if I made 5,000 a month, then audiobooks would be possible. I could redo all my covers. Advertising would go more. Probably the first thing would be covers. I'd probably redo my covers first. Then I would do the audiobooks, starting with the Morse Saga and then Travella Dark Mage, and then do them all. Heck, I'd like to get them in Spanish too, but I would need a lot of money for that. Especially if I did a whole series at one time. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to keep my income daily, and that's not even why I started reading these, the Unsuspecting Mage, because in case you're not aware, I am reading them chapter by chapter. I'm almost done with this book, and then I will go to my book, Shepherd's Quest, and read that one through as well. But I'm connecting with readers more, trying to get more out there. I isolate. When COVID hit, I always joke that, you know, I did social distancing long before it became necessary. And that's probably why I'm a writer, because I don't get out much. I don't have many friends. I have a few good friends, and I have my girlfriend, so, you know, that works. All you really need is a few good friends. Having a whole lot of people in your life that, just takes time away from the people who really matter. So that's that's my goal with this whole monetization thing. I like to get enough money to do the audiobooks that everyone's clamoring for, and I would love to do that. And I'd like to get actual good covers on my books. You may have noticed that aside from like 11 of my books, they all have funky text covers. I created those because I'm not an artist, and that's the best I could do. And I needed something. I've been living on the verge of poverty my entire life. I had about 3 years back in 2010, 11, and 12, where I did gangbuster sales. But then my life tanked, and I even lived in my van for a year. But that was pretty much by choice, and it wasn't like I had to. I had places to go, but I always want to live in my van. My girlfriend just doesn't understand that, but that's okay. She doesn't have to. I really enjoyed it too. And then I moved down here to take care of my mom. But anyway, yeah, like right now, sales are pretty bad right now. Barely hanging on financially. But if I can get this going, maybe that would help with that situation. And I'm working on the book 4 of Travella the Dark Mage. That's coming along very nicely. I think you all will be happy with it. It opens up a lot of things that have been kind of James have been touching on James and in the series. It also kind of sets up the next series. And yes, I have another series planned out. Well, not totally planned out, but sort of planned out after Travella Dark Mage. So I need to get this one done so I can start on the next one. Well, okay, fine. For those few who are going to watch this video all the way to the 5-minute mark, I'll throw this out there. Don't put it in the comments, and because if people don't want to watch this video all the way to past 5 minutes, then they don't deserve to hear it, okay? This third series, if I don't die before I get to it, James is going back to Earth, okay? James is going back to Earth. In this book that I'm putting out, you're going to learn how he did that, okay? How that's even possible. And he's going to have a route to and from Earth that he can do. You know, like at the end of Light in the Barren Lands, Michael had to bring his priests in and draw him in and everything. It was a big thing, and he was really hurt and blah, 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 blah. Well, in this book, I have figured out a way that he can safely pass from the world he's on to Earth, or any other world for that matter. So, I mean, it takes a little bit of effort, and certain things have to be in place. But yeah, he'll be able to transfer. Now, in the new world, or I mean, back on Earth, okay. Well, as you know, growing up, James always assumed magic didn't work. Then, when in Light in the Barren Lands, lo and behold, he could make magic work. So every world has magic. And magic, I don't know if I've actually explained this specifically. I think I have. But magic is the... I always thought of magic like electricity. You have the negative, which is the evil priests, evil gods. You have the positive, which is the good gods. And, you know, how strong one or the other is will determine on the, I don't know, current, amperage, whatever you want to call it, right? Like Europe current versus United States current, you know, you need an adapter over there. Well, when James went back to Earth, his magic and the way he connected with it was formed on this one planet. So when he went to Earth, when he tried it, it didn't work because he was trying to hook in, you know, a 120 into a 220, so to speak, okay? And that's... So now he learns that every planet has magic. Now, think of it this way. If there's magic on Earth, why are there no mages, right? Why aren't people having magic? Well, there are. They just keep it under wraps. Okay, James is going to encounter these people. And they're not going to like him too much because he's upsetting the apple cart. He's not under their jurisdiction. He is not following their rules of using magic. And in the past, if there's a rogue mage who's causing problems, they take him out for the safety of Earth, right? Because mages can do serious damage. And I'm going to touch on this in the next series, and I'm going to, for those who are 8 minutes already, I'll throw this in. 10 minutes is the max, so I got to make this fast. Our legends, Medusa, Midas Touch, centaurs, dragons, all of that was caused by rogue mages who didn't know what they were doing and spawned all these creatures, right? So Merlin, I'll just throw him out there. It may not be Merlin, but Merlin created a council of wizards that said, hey, we have got to stop this, or we're just going to, so they created, I don't know, a guild, maybe I haven't quite figured that out. But this group have stopped everybody, policed everybody, and now the Earth stopped having all these fantastical creatures, you know, flying chimeras, chupacabras, whatever. So, yeah, I'm going to explore that in the next series on Earth. That's right. James is coming home. And for that one person out there who wants me to, he's going to meet his grandfather. If I can get to it. Anyway, I'm out of time. Monetization, I'm going to work on it so I can get everything going more. And y'all take care. Bye.